sweet? You like the tunnel? That's my sweet. What are you doing, sweet? Jumping in my shower? Alright guys, so today's gonna be kind of like a weird video. Today I went by my chickens, and of course $2 came and ate some of my chickens. But I also found a snake, and it's a large black rat snake, and I caught it with this. If you live alone on a farm, these, like, I got this from back surgery, but if you can buy these, particularly like this with the end like that, this helps catch the snake and keep it at a distance from you, because these rat snakes can get really, really big, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this cage that I got him in, and I'm gonna try to show you it because I need to figure out if it's a girl or a boy. I fed it a snake, I fed it a rat. So this is the snake that I caught. I think I'm gonna name her Herb. She's really strong. And she's like excreting some kind of like stuff. I'm not sure what it is. I fed her a rat. I found her the other day. I got her in a box and then she escaped from me. Then the AC unit guys came today. They saw it by my front door, right by my Jeep. So I went ahead and took the opportunity to go ahead and get her grabbed, because I know she got in the rocks area. I wasn't gonna be able to get her, and I already lost a couple eggs. Okay, so I'm trying to treat her. She had like some mites on her scales or whatever. I can't tell if it's a girl or a boy yet, but yeah, so far. This was the culprit trying to kill my chickens. Now I got them in this box. If I ever run across a snake again, I have an extra box so I can, you know, catch them and then relocate them without killing them. If it was poisonous, I would consider it, but since it's not a poisonous one, and I have seen different rat snakes in this area, it's probably just gonna be common that I run across them. But yeah, it's a pretty big one, the biggest one I've seen out here. So basically I called Pro Service because my AC was having problems. It was freezing up, and you know, it needed to be cleaned out because of animal hair and all that, and just from years of dust or whatever. So I had to schedule that. I didn't expect it to be as expensive as it was, but apparently it hadn't been cleaned out in a while, so I went ahead and done that, and they moved the filter to the front, and I got the new toilet installed because that was leaking, and then I got termite protection out here because I was seeing some termite signs. Just like some stuff, taking care of the house and all that, and you know, just trying to clear away some land for the chickens, and I wanted to get turkeys or guineas. And then I wanted to I really just like want to have a kind of like just some farm animals or whatever that keep natural pests away. Guineas apparently keep snakes and ticks away. That's one reason why I wanted to get them. But yeah, but when the AC guys came to clean Pro Service, they were like, there's a huge black snake. And that's like, I knew because it got away the other day. I was like, no, I knew that was the snake and it was coming for me because I ripped it out of my chicken coop. And then, of course, it got away from me. But yeah, now I caught it and don't have to worry about that. But I am a little nervous with the snake in my house, even though it's sealed and all that. I just still feel nervous with the snake. I really wanted to find someone to relocate it. I don't know if everybody knows this, but apparently at St. Francis County, if you call pest control, they won't come and take your snake. If you got a snake and you found a snake or whatever, when it's poisonous, they won't come and do it. You call the police, they won't come. Orkins won't do it, and Terminex won't do it. They can only like do preventative measures or whatever, but they don't take the snake that you find or snakes and relocate them or whatever, which is like kind of crazy to me that they don't have like some kind of environmentalist snake protection type thing, because the non-poisonous snakes are very beneficial for the environment, like keeps rat population down, mice population down, other snakes and things like that. So yeah, it's just crazy that we don't have access to that, and people probably struggle with that on their property and trying to remove them. And I realized yesterday when I caught it with that gripper tool, I didn't have nothing to put it in. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab a trash bag. Trash bag, it didn't work, okay? And it was like, it's hard watching a snake, fighting a snake, keeping a hold of a snake and getting it into something. So I found a storage tub that had like some trash I was picking up around outside around the garage, like old pieces of plastic and whatever. And so I dumped that out real quickly because it was breaking the claw thing that I had or whatever, because it was a really strong snake. It's muscular and strong. And I was like, okay. And I put a piece of wood over the top with a lid, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be able to go get a glass and like remove the snake and relocate the snake somewhere, okay? Because I didn't want to kill the snake. If my dad would have been here, he would have probably just killed the snake. He would always say, only good snake is a dead snake, but I don't know, when you read about it in the environment, they do play an important role of keeping viruses and stuff down that mice and rodents do. Also, other poisonous snakes. All snakes keep away poisonous snake. That's actually a myth, but I mean, rats and mice and rodents do carry a lot of diseases, and it keeps those things down. But I mean, living in the country, you're gonna kind of have to realize you're gonna come across a snake, okay? Best thing to do is don't mess with it. Don't play around with it. Like, treat it as something you don't know if it's poisonous or not. You don't know for sure what it is. Don't mess with it, okay? And if it's going after your livestock, like your chickens or your eggs, and you have to do something, be safe. Use something to keep it at a distance, even if it's a stick. I recommend like those grabbing tools, and get it in a plastic tote. If you have an extra aquarium, that's cool. You could use that. Make sure it has a good lid that seals and it can't get out. So I found out with some, a little bit of research or whatever, it's just like a black rat snake. They're pretty common. I did not know they got that big. When I first came across it, I thought it was the garden hose because it was dark and it looked just like the garden hose. Then I realized it was literally a foot away from me, and I realized, oh, it's moving, it's a snake. And my chickens were kind of like going crazy, and then I realized, oh, okay, well, that day another big dog came and visit my dog or whatever, and of course, that was the day that they ended up getting into the chicken coop with the snake. But anyway, it's been a long, stressful days, guys. It's just been like one thing after another. I'm glad I got the AC dusted out because it was dusty. The whole house was just like full of dust. It hadn't been dusted in I don't know how many years. It was having a hard time running the AC. It was freezing up, cracking, all that stuff. And I went to go change the filter, and I realized I know I put a filter in there. Well, it fell down the chute. There's like the chute that you like slip it underneath the unit or whatever. Well, it fell down that chute. Okay, and so it was blocking a lot of the airflow or whatever and messing with the pump. And it's like, yeah, when I called, they said it was gonna be around 300 or whatever, but you don't account for labor. So just always like with your AC unit, like I thought I was doing right by checking the filter, changing the filter all the time. But if you don't know like the history of how long, who's all been in this, like let's say you own a house and it's a used house or whatever, and you don't know everything, it's best to just get it cleaned out because maybe many years before you, it wasn't as cleaned out or whatever. And that's what I'm kind of finding is a lot of stuff needs a little work around here. The water pump on the well just blew out a couple weeks ago. It was only an electronic thing. It wasn't the actual pump or whatever. It was like some kind of thing that was affected by the electrical box or whatever. And I had to pay for that. That was a lot. Then they said they just changed the code where technically it's supposed to raise up, the well house is supposed to be raised 6 feet or whatever. So it's supposed to be different pipes, and that's going to be 6,000 or whatever. And so it's like, I'm just trying to keep in mind like that could be something that may need to happen in the future. So I'm trying to like plan for that and like keep everything, I mean, just keeping, everything clean and like dusted and whatever. I have an air purifier too, which helped a lot because this whole house was literally full. It was like if you ever burn something and the whole house fills up with smoke, that's what it was like when they dusted out the AC unit. I'm not kidding. Had to open all the windows, like it was bad. And I was like, well, maybe that's why a lot of my allergies and stuff was so bad, is like because before I was here, like my Uncle Donnie had dogs and my grandma had animals, and they smoked and all that, and there was just like lots of stuff they sprayed and scrubbed and all that. So that just made me feel good that they got that all cleaned out and I'm breathing like a little bit cleaner air. Maybe that'll help some of my asthma and like different symptoms I've been having because I've been getting bronchitis. I try to stay in my room with my air purifier to kind of keep everything like out of the air. But yeah, I did my sleep study last week. Guys, I've been so busy. It's insane. I've been helping everyone I can. I've been involved in lots of different projects. I have right now, so I just got like a lot going on and I don't really have time to make videos, even though it's kind of like my side hustle and my hobby, because I like to feel kind of like sociable or like connect with people whoever does watch them. And I like to do creative things with it, like make music videos or artistic projects, creative art projects or whatever, or just different stuff, okay? And it's like a way for me to express that or whatever. So the reason why I haven't been on in so long is, let me go down the list of everything that's happened, okay? There's been a series of things that has went wrong in the house, with the house and the property and whatever, and I've been trying to get it all done. So number one on the list was the toilet was leaking. It ended up soaking the floor in the second bedroom. At first I thought it was the AC unit because it was leaking, because it was freezing up and leaking. And that's when I first called the AC guys over. That's when they first realized like the coils need to be cleaned and all this other stuff. So I wanted to go ahead and get that done. I felt like that was a wise investment in money, especially with summer coming around the corner. That's just something we're going to need to have, okay? And I had to get the septic emptied. The septics were full. I mean, literally full to the brim when they came. I don't know why my dad didn't empty it. When I think back to it, my dad didn't even want me, like, flushing that much, which when you live in the country, that's kind of like the life you have to live, is realize like you only have so much space in your septic and you kind of had to compensate for that or whatever. Then my electric bill was up a little bit because, you know, I left the lights on in the garage. I had some chickens I was trying to keep under a heat lamp or whatever. And I'm realizing how incredibly hard it is to keep chickens even alive out here. When they're in their coop, I don't have to worry too much, but I want them to kind of be free range a little bit and walk around in the yard, but I want it to be safe. So I bought this like stake in the yard, like netting fence, and it sucked. It was like a dumb purchase. It was a dumb expensive purchase. I thought it was going to help me. It was going to be something I could move around the property, but what I didn't realize was when you stake that into the ground, all this ground here is very rocky, so it was really hard to even get it in the ground, for one. I wanted to take it back, but I got it off Amazon, and I've been so busy with so many other things. I need to take it back. I just need to like suck it up and like realize I need to make time to take it back. I've had appointments left and right from my sleep study, mental health, and just primary doctor, overall blood pressure, breathing, all that. And yeah, like, yeah, so I wanted to show you kind of what I got for my dad, because I haven't had any.
Fools like them, they suss me out and then they ghost. Girls like me, I like a magnet to a knife. Can knock a lighthouse from the ocean. I sell them my devotion and so my God. Fools like them, they suss me out and then they ghost.
Okay guys, so you know I always wear this. It's like medallion protection cross. I always wear this with like a little crystal. I got the, I think it was called the Lady Box. It's in Park Hills. It's like a little box store and it had this in it. So I added it to it, made it like a protection amulet. So I'm gonna give this a rest. Because it is a little bit heavy. I like it, and I do find that it does kind of like ward off people that are like, you know, just weird modos or whatever. So, I guess I was just gonna do like a little update or whatever. Oh gosh. To like the vlog. I like this bunny thing, but the ears at the bottom are not long enough with my case and everything on it.
I got this for Jasper. It's like a little baby suction thing. It'd be good to have for the animals or whatever, but I'm gonna use this one for Jasper because he's just been having a little bit of like asthma, and like he's my baby. He's my _1 boy, so I gotta always make sure to take care of him. So I saw this on Amazon and I wanted to review it. It's like the type of makeup I like, which is like the Korean look or Japanese style where they make their eyes look bigger. And it's more like pink, peachy tones, and like American makeup, it's pretty, but it's just like a little too much for me. Like, it's a lot of product all the time, like primer, foundation, powder, concealer, highlighter, bronzer. Like, I don't like all that, because to me, like, it looks good on other people, but for some reason on me, like, it looks like I'm a clown when I'm done. Okay, I finally got the box open, guys. So you get a glimmer thing, a lip thing, and I guess like a shimmer shadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the shimmer shadow first. I'm so excited. I had a little shopping spree on Amazon, but it's like a business purchase because I'm reviewing it, you know? Right, guys? Come on. It's justified. Thumbs up. Justified shopping. Why can't I open anything? Okay, this one in the middle is a little dry, not gonna lie. Mattes. Okay, I mean, two of the sparkle ones in there are actually really pretty. And the mattes are good. Okay, so we're gonna try the lip. I did the full package, or the set, whatever, that they had on the site, Amazon. It was like a trio set or whatever. I think this was the lip tint. Oh, this is cute. Okay, so it's like a little lippy. I believe this was a matte lip gloss, or was it a stain? I mean, if you absolutely have no idea kind of what to look for, like when it comes to that Gyaru eye look, which is basically pinks and matte pinks and neutral shades, peachy pinks, and one usual sparkle shade, in the center part of your eye and under the brow and above the lip. And the darker matte colors are for like the under eye to make it look more like a puppy eye. And that is like a normal pinky color. I mean, you could it's got like this glitter, and you put this like kind of wherever you want some sparkle. Okay. Alright, so that wasn't so bad. I mean, you got pretty much everything you needed if you never like shopped for that sort of stuff. Like if you have never read any magazines on how to do it, they could be tips and tricks. I got some like brushes because mine, my old brushes I use for paint. I got an anime eye detail marker for my drawings, and then a refillable cartridge. I'm gonna put this I got at the dollar store. It's just like colors. It's like a holographic. I think this will make it.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. It's another hit, it's another hit. Get up on it, get up on it. I'm so horny, and I want it, and I want it. So get up on it, so get up on it. Get up on the dick, get up on the dick. You to know how deep my love goes. I ain't got a lot of time, no speak, just follow. Some tricks sitting up my sleeve at the magic show. Got you riding on top of me, all around in and out you go. These thoughts come from within before I knew your name. Was curious, do you know if you feel the same? And to see a smile on your face, I do almost anything. Serious, girl, I don't play no games. I wanna take you out, freak you out, bust my gun and take the charge, as long as you say my name. Every time I break you off, girl, I'll give you what you want, 'cause your love is all I need. I'ma turn you on, with all the things I do, all the things I do. Girl, you made for me, 'cause your love is all I need. And you gon' make that sound from all the things I do. Took a break as we escaped to my decade of love. Girl, you're red as a dream and I'm ready to break you off. I switched up my routine to something you never saw. I'ma make you scream, all night long. When I look into your eyes, I know it's real. My whole life trying to find a way to show you how I feel. You're the only one on my mind, and you know the deal. Make you feel alright, girl, you know I will. I wanna take you out, freak you out, bust my gun and take the charge, as long as you say my name. Every time I break you off, girl, I'll give you what you want, 'cause your love is all I need. I'ma turn you on, and all the things I do, all the things I do. Girl, you made for me, 'cause your love is all I need. And you gon' make that sound from all the things I do. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. It's another hit, it's another hit. Get up on it, get up on it. I'm so horny, and I
you out, freak you out. Bust my gun and take the charge as long as you say my name. Every time I break you off, girl,
No, I'm looking down from up in the sky. I don't like it. Go. I've been without you for all this time. Good God, I'm bent out of shape now. You got a body like a model. You got a body that you always find. Open up a bottle, and baby you can have whatever you want. You taste so sweet, I can't help myself. You like candy, you like liquid honey. You taste so sweet, I can't help myself. You like candy, you like liquid honey. Oh. We're moving places I can't control. I don't know how to be without you. I don't feel whole. Look what you've done to me now. You got a body like a model. You got a body that you always find. Open up a bottle, and baby you can have whatever you want. You taste so sweet,